This video is brought to you by Smugglers Run Gaming, growing and organizing competitive gaming communities. Check them out at facebook.com/SmugglersRunGaming. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dice Commando. This is round 2 of tonight's Monday Night Dice Standard Tournament. On the left we have Steven playing his good old trusty mono-red hero. He's playing Rex Kess Dameron. He's on the military camp. And on our right we have Symbio from T3 Gaming. He's playing VaderTTB Hold, Measly Battle Droid, and Retribution. He of course is on the fighting pit. Alright, he's doing the roll-off. I think Steven's actually favored in this just with the extra die. He gets a 5, so that'll take it. So we should be playing on the military camp, which we are. So 2 shields will go on to Vader. And let's get this party started. Alright, so Steven will get opening action. Oh, he got it. So he got the conscript squad. So just remember, conscript squad rolls in when you have a leader. Both of his characters are, in fact, leaders. They're both leader troopers. And just a reminder that Kess's ability, or actually his action, his ability is action, resolve any number of your trooper dice in the order of your choice. It is not a power action, so it can happen multiple times in a turn, although it rarely does. Alright, so it goes back to Symbio. We see a Riot Shield, a Hone Skills, Hidden Motive. I think that's a Treasured, and we see a Best Defense. Alright, but he wants Vader first. And he gets the 4-for-1 and a blank, but the 4-for-1's not a bad deal. So do remember that he being Symbio, is playing on Retribution, which is when a character die is removed, you may deal 1 damage to a character. Alright, so Seizing the Day, which is play only if you control the battlefield, take 2 actions. So his first action will be to power action military camp, bring in both of his characters and re-rolling 1 of their die, because one of them is a trooper. He will also then bring in the conscript squad, spotting leader, but he needs to reroll the character die first. The conscript squad cannot be rerolled. Alright, so he gets a 2-gun on Kess. He has a bunch of focus, so he's going to be able to hit and get out here pretty quick. And then the conscript comes in with a blank, but that's okay, because he has focus. So he'll likely, it actually doesn't matter, even if he focuses in 2 focus, it's actually the same. But it is his second action here. So thinking about how to do it, yeah, I think what he's looking at is the focus, but it goes to he'll go to the 2 and the +2 and hit for 6. I mean that's the only move here, right? No, maybe not. Looks like he wants the dollar, which is okay. He probably wants to ramp a bit. Okay, so he took the dollar, and then now he'll deal or hit for 5. Now, it was actually debating going for the droid. I do kind of like killing the minion a lot of times, but do remember that in this new standard you can't kill the minion to reset anymore. So, yep. So it goes to Symbio now. Looks like he's going to hit for 4. So he does. He goes after Kess first, putting 4 into Kess. So interesting enough, both of these guys have 11 health. So either target, but yeah. So first aid looks real good right here. Healing for 4 if it's on the first turn. He did take the money for he took the money to pay for the 3, but he wanted the money left over, so. Alright. So it pays 1. So this card's very interesting. So if you resolve 3 dice within the same action, that is within the same action, you can rotate that support to do a damage. Alright, Battle Droid coming out. Yeah, I was going to say that's not right. Alright, 1 gun. Okay, back to Steven here. So they're discussing. I think what they're discussing is that Retribution is really not valid on a single die removal when less than 2 showing, right? And actually, it's usually less than 3. Take the Vader2, remove the Vader3. Generally, the way you play it, but. All right, so I mean, all right, so yeah, we pass. Symbio will drop a hone skills. I go back to Steven. I mean, I don't see why Steven doesn't just either pass again or claim. It's still Steven's action here. Alright, so he'll pass again. 1 will go into Kess. Then back to Steven. He'll probably just pass again, I'm sure. Because if he claims now, I'm not sure what the debate was over, right? So. Still Steven's action, thinking it over here. Okay, so now he does claim. I do like his holdout blaster gun for the power action token, but so it removes that. So he's claimed. So Symbio can now go to work. Does have $1 left if he does hit the other 4. At this point in the game, getting the VaderTTB money is actually not a bad deal. All right, so drops hidden motive to re-roll. All right, gets damage. All right, puts it in. So Kess is at 7. So it is interesting. Symbio will go into the next round with it was a crossguard is what he had. That's what he has in his hands, a crossguard. But Symbio will go in with $3. So I wouldn't be surprised if Symbio actually drops the crossguard. He does not, so he draws in. He gets another hone skills. Oh, but he does get Dooku's Saber. So Dooku's Saber, when it comes in and you spot a Sith, you can deal 1 damage to a character with no shields. Yeah, so he's showing his hand there. It's good, Symbio. He knows the camera. You gotta love it. That best defense is doing work there, or can do some work here. Potentially, that is. All right, but Steven gets to open it up here. So he has $2 to start the turn, start the round. All right, so he's going to power action military camp, bring in all 5 dice. Then he'll get a 1 reroll. Then he gets focus, focus, focus. May as well reroll one of the focus. Nope, does not. He rerolls the... Okay, rerolls it into the 3 gun. Then he gets his conscript, which hits the plus. Symbio should best defense here, actually. I think that's what he's going to do for sure. Okay, so he's going to best defense the Kess die. The reason he did that, I believe, is for the 2 focus. Because that'll actually cap, I mean, with what he has out right now, that'll cap to 4 damage. So okay, so focus to the 2, and then 4 to Vader. Yep, revolving 3 dice. Yep, do 1 more. Not bad. Made the 4 or 5. Not a bad deal. It works really well with this Russ Kess deck. But as soon as Kess goes down, it's pretty worthless, but not bad. And Steven's pretty much blown out here, but by blown out, I mean he's out of options. All right, so there's Dooku for 2, pings Kess to 1, who has 3 health remaining now. Back to Steven. All right, Droid comes in. 1 gun. Not worth removing with the Retribution, so Kess is going to, well, maybe no reason to hit yet, because Vader does have plenty of 3 sides. Just the 1, but... All right, we got a pass. Goes back to Symbio. Yep, one more into Kess. Puts him at 9. 2 health remaining. All right, so there's a pass. So Big Daddy will come in. All right, Symbio's bringing Vader in. All right, there's some money, but no damage on the table. Money, money, discard. All right, back to Steven. All right, passes again. Oh, it does take 2 resources. Back to Steven. Passes again. All right, Symbio's action here. Got a pitch to reroll, right? Okay, dry shield for 1. I mean, I do like Symbio using the actions while we know Steven's passing, so I really like that move. All right, Steven passes again. Not a shocker there. Symbio thinking it over. The thing is, he only has 2 cards left in hand, right? So if he pitches to reroll, and then Steven removes, he'll have to drop a card to power action, and then he'll be stuck with what he has. So rolls in the 2 money and then the 2 melee. So there's no penalty for removing the 2 melee on the Dooku. So it's certainly what he's going to do. Yep, so superior position that to remove it. Smart play. And then Symbio's got a pitch here. At least he can pay for his 4 for 1. So Symbio really doesn't want... Oh, so he takes it. He wants to keep it. Symbio really wanted Kess to be down before it went to the next round, but... Alright, so Steven will claim now, which makes sense. Symbio obviously wants a card in his hand, so... Alright, so drops the cross guard, just gets it out of his hand, so he can draw 5 more. Alright, so Symbio has 3 on, but hone skills, so has 1 more upgrade slot remaining. So we just saw he drew... Oh, just drew his back to therapy, and he can pay for it. He's going to have to play that ASAP. If there's a seize the day, Vader can go down here very easily. Alright, so to be fair, Steven hasn't drawn yet, so he's still thinking about what to discard. I think they're chatting it up here, which is perfectly fine in a casual environment. Alright, yep, so he pitched down, so he'll draw 4. He's looking for his seize the day, because that's what he's hoping to blast Vader down, right? So Vader's at 8 with 7 health remaining, but he does have a riot shield, so he'd have to take 10. He's ideally going to get more dice on the table, like a blaster. Okay, so he's not. He's just going to power action right into it. So power action Kess with a 3 and a blank. He'll reroll the blank, of course. That's not bad. Not a bad start. All right, and then the conscript comes in. Oh my goodness, that's a roll. Symbio can somehow action cheat. Now, we did see Symbio pull a tactical mastery. We did see that. So, and he does avoid character spot. So he could very easily just... Actually, not very easily. He absolutely should just obliterate Kess here. He has several ways to do it. It's what he's got to do. No question about it. Come on, Symbio. Tactical mastery. It's your only chance, bro. Alright, yep, that's the move. So tactical, he'll pay 1. Spotting his red droid, and he'll roll in Big Daddy. He just needs 2. So first action, he'll roll in Big Daddy. Does he get it? He got melee, so there's 2. That's enough to put down Kess. And that will kill the... oh, he had the riot shield. He had the riot shield. He's showing it. Well, that's probably it. There is still plenty of damage on the table, but that indirect will go into the droid, and then the guns into Vader with the shield. So, all right, back to Steven here. All right, Steven's action here. He does have enough to pop the riot shield. It's 3 money. Yeah, he definitely had money to play upgrades first. I think he was worried about Vader getting the pool and losing Kess, which is completely valid. Yep, so he'll do 3, and then the riot shield will pop, and Vader will take 1. Oh, looks like Symbio's not going to do it. Looks like he's just going to take the 3. That is because Symbio has the back to therapy, right? He wants the extra upgrade to heal. All right, so yep, he'll Bacta for 2 and heal 3. The 3 he just took. That was actually the absolute 100% correct play. Nicely done, sir. Back to Steven, who will presumably deal his indirect here. Alright, Steven's action here. He does have the 3 money, so... Alright, Steven's still thinking it over. So looking at Symbio's hand with that doubt in the probe, the probe's going to be pretty useful, especially if Steven drops an upgrade here, but... Alright, so he drops strategic planning to reroll. Interesting include. I like it for the fat vehicle tech. Alright, so he does get a 2, so he'll doubt it. Focus or blank removes it. Gets the 2, so 2 indirect. That'll go into the droid, of course. Is Steven's action now. Alright, so riot shield for 1, which we knew was in his hand. Back to Symbio. Yeah, now's a really good time to probe. Yep, nicely done. And he's... Oh, 2 Rex pistols. Oh. Alright, so Steven can go in with 4 then next round, so he can drop both those pistols, because remember the Rex pistol is unique, but while it's on Rex, it's not. Alright, Symbio takes 2 resources. Will Steven pass again? Do note that Symbio only has 1 card in his hand, so Symbio could potentially put himself in a situation here where removal is... he can't power action his Vader's back in, so... Alright, Droid comes in with a +2 indirect. That's nothing to pair with, so that's an effective blank. Goes back to Steven. Alright, Steven's action here. Alright, so they're chatting about something here. I think they're talking about that Steven doesn't have a lot of options for removal. Alright, Steven's action here. Is he just going to play Rex and then go in with another Rex, or what's he going to do here? I'd like to get a look at that 3rd card in Steven's hand. trying to figure out what's the decision point here. Steven's a pretty good player, so. Alright, so yeah, he just plays the blaster for 2. Symbio will have to pitch to reroll. I guess it doesn't have to, but likely will. Alright, Symbio's action now. Yep. Drop to reroll. That was a fresh supplies. Alright, so there's a 1 indirect, and there's a crossguard special. Crossguard specials deal 2 or 3 if opposing character has a shield. It does not have a shield, so it'll just read with 2. Yeah, Steven's just got a claim at this point, right? Yep, so that's what it'll do. So 3 total, but it goes 1 indirect and then 2. So Steven will certainly save his riot shield, which is worth 3. So Rex will be at 3 with 8 health remaining plus the riot shield, so a total of 11. Alright, so we see a Dark Council, a Probe, a Respite, a Forsaken, and a Hidden Motive in Symbio's hand. We do know that there's a Rex Blaster in Steven's hand. Is he going to drop the second? I mean, he needs dice on the table. He hasn't been able to really remove much, so does he just go for the second pistol? Nope. So he's going to military camp, power action. Just let him reroll or roll in Rex with a reroll, so he'll reroll the 1 money. I'm certain I mean, he has $2 and he didn't pay for his blaster, so what else does he need money for here? Oh, he does not reroll, so he just brings in the conscript. So right now, Symbio needs to disrupt one of those. All he needs to do is get rid of one of them, because then it turns off the support that deals the extra damage. So, alright, so he'll motive for ranged on Rex. It's a blank. Steven's got to just... He's got to... I think I mean, he wants the money because he kept the money. But I like rerolling both the Rex dice here. Actually, okay, so he's discarding Bubble Shield to reroll, yeah, both the Rex die. Actually, I could see the argument for just popping the droid before the reroll, right, with that 1 gun, because then you can't get best defense, right? So we know Symbio doesn't have a best defense, but Steven doesn't know that. So dropping the droid before rerolling would save a lot of frustration. All right, so the droid comes in, rolls the +2, so an effective blank. Back to Steven. Steven's thinking, I think he already committed to the pitch to reroll. He's got to do it, right? He's got to get the 3 dice together to resolve in 1 action so that he can get the extra damage. Because doing the quick math, I mean, we can't kill Vader this turn. So the statistics are low, but I think that's the right play. I think you use the 1 on the conscript to drop the droid, and then you pitch to reroll. And again, I know the statistics are low of getting ranged on both the Rex die, but that's really his only out here. But it looks like he's going to group and shoot Vader. So still Steven's action here. He's thinking it over. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do here when he does it. Taking the 2 money on Rex doesn't make any sense, right? So because Rex can effectively take 10 damage, I really think you got to kill the droid. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, but you don't need the +2. Okay, all right. I think that was the right play. All right, back to Symbio. All right, there's a probe, 2 random cards. Discard all the events. We know there's a Rex Blaster in there. Got the Rex Pistol again, but did get rid of Away the Light, so that is one effective, or it's effective removal. Would get both of those upgrades for sure. All right, Steven's action again. Got a pitch to reroll. It was a smart move by Symbio, not just to get rid of the removal, but also just to try and decrease total cards. But all right, can he get 2 guns? He cannot. He gets $1 and a blank. 2 cards in his hand to get it done. All right, Dark Council for 1 on Vader. Back to Steven. All right, Steven's action here. So I mean, he's got a pitch to reroll, right? I mean, even if he has removal, I mean, just get rid of the Rex Blaster, right? Just pitch the Rex Blaster to reroll. It can't get worse than what you have. Okay, so he's going to take the $1. All right, here comes Vader. All right, there's a 4 and a 4 and a blank. And what's on the Dooku? Oh, that's a blank, and then we get $1 on the Dark Council. Okay, so superior position removed, take 1 as per Retribution, and then Symbio will Vader power action, because he knows now what's left. He knows that there's a Rex pistol in there, or at least he should. Yep, so power action's back in. What's he going to get? It's a 2 shield. All right, so Symbio has 1 more card for reroll. Steven's got nothing, so he just needs a claim. Well, actually, he should probably pay the money here because he knows that he'll be in front. And by pay the money, I mean drop his blaster now. And if he lives, he lives. If he doesn't, then it doesn't matter. So he needs to just drop his blaster here, and then claim after Symbio rerolls. All right, yep, that's the right play. So play it down, nicely done. That Forsaken's not doing anybody any good right now with the droid off the table, so Symbio's definitely going to pitch it to reroll. He can't stop Steven from claiming. All right, there it is. So there's a pitch to reroll. He'll leave the 4, of course, because he can pay for it. And then he rolls in a 2. Oh, that's not bad. The Dark Council special. So Dark Council special is draw a card and then reroll this die into your pool. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Steven's got, there's nothing he can do. So, all right, so there's the special. So what he'll do is he'll draw a card. Or sorry, he's resolving special, so he'll draw a card and then re-roll it in. He needs to draw his card, Symbio. There we go. And then he dealt 2 with the crossguard, putting Rex at 6. So he's got 6 more right now. Right, so he does the 6. He'll pay 1, so it'll be a net 3. Right, it's a 4 and a 2, so the 2 will go through. The 4 will get reduced by 3 for 1, putting Rex at 9. Oh, Symbio does not want to get rid of the card he drew, so they're having a damage discussion, but everything looks good to me. We can back it up and look at it, and I'm sure the internet will tell me I'm wrong, but Alright, so they discussed it over, they decided they're good. I think they're good. Alright, and then Symbio takes the shield. Oh, that's what he wanted. So back to, so he'll heal 4 now because he has 4 upgrades on. And Steven is not going to make it through this one. Because even a seize the day, right? So Vader has 4 damage on him, 3 shields, and a riot shield. Yeah, Steven can't mathematically get what he needs. Steven's max is with the support is 1, 2, so it's 8, 10. He can do 11. Now remember, the riot shield's only worth 2 on Vader, but that's the max that would be dealt anyway. So even if we're on a trooper, but. Alright, so Steven gets first strike here. He'll likely power action in and get his reroll, but see if he wants to play anything first. Alright, another conscript, not bad. So potential damage just went up to 13. Highly unlikely, but possible. Back to Symbio. Symbio should just roll Invader here. Oh, we do see a Vader Saber. We see another Riot Shield in Symbio's hand. Symbio's got this in hand. Right, Symbio rolling the big bad guy in. It's a 4. So that's enough. So remove actually will keep him alive. He'll only take 1 from the Retribution. Alright, so there's a seize. There it is. There's a seize the day. Let's see what he can do. So, alright, so he'll power action in with a reroll of a trooper die. Oh man, indirect. Probably no reason to reroll a trooper die. Yep, so he'll do the 7, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 indirect, and then 1 from the support. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more. Okay, and then drop him, and that'll do it. Alright, nicely done, Symbio, with the win today. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.